You are now watching FRESHREXTV.
All right. Welcome everyone back to episode 8 here on Show Me a Ride. We're here with the homie Gary here with his beautiful RSX. So Gary, man, tell me, what do you drive, man? What are we looking at?
Well, you're looking at a 2006 RSX Type S. It's got quite a few modifications on there.
Nice.
I got it back in 2010. I'm the second owner.
Nice.
And had it ever since, and just been modding it here and there.
Cool, man. I gotta ask, man, definitely not a car we don't see now in today's age. Why the RSX, man? Why this particular chassis, I guess you could say?
That's a good question. You know, I wanted an Integra Type R back when I got my 98 GSR. So since I couldn't get a 98 Integra Type R back then, because I was young, you know, maybe I couldn't afford it or something, you know. Yeah. When I got a little older and I saw this, I was like, you know what? This is my chance to finally get that Integra Type R.
Nice.
You know, to finally fulfill that dream or that want that I've been wanting to have.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, so I figured I'd get it. I didn't mod it right away, though. It took me a good 8 years before I even started modding it.
Nice. Cool.
So I just kept driving it to work. It was my daily, just enjoying it.
Nice, man. The way it should be.
Yes, sir.
Cool, man. I noticed for sure, if we could talk about the front end, man, right off the bat, the A-Spec kit, A-Spec lip. What all you got going on here on the front end, man?
Well, the hood and bumpers, everything's pretty much factory OEM as far as the front. It's got the JDM badging from Honda Type R. It does have the A-Spec front lip, and it does have the OEM front fog lights that I had to find. That was one of the hardest things I ever had to find for this car.
Oh, really?
But I mean, it's pretty much stock as far as that's concerned.
Nice.
Just try to keep it OEM plus is where I'm really trying to go with it.
Definitely.
Which is why there's more OEM parts on there than what most people might have.
Yeah, for sure.
Because trust me, I wouldn't mind going to getting carbon fiber hood.
Yeah.
Going to getting some Mugen or Spoon mirrors, carbon fiber mirrors. You know, doing something different, you know, or doing a full wide body kit on the car.
Yep.
But because I wanted that OEM spec.
Yep.
Or
that
plus,
OEM
plus,
you know. Yeah.
That's why I just stuck it with where it's at.
Nah, it looks sweet, man. It looks real good. Wheel and tire setup, man. What all we got going on right here? I know you got some different for sure.
Oh yeah. So these are 18 by 9.5s, front and rear, plus 22 in the front, plus 30s in the rear. To try to give it as much square setup as it can look.
Yeah.
I've got 255s in the front and 245s in the rear, running on Continentals. And then what I got also, I got the JDM Brembos.
Yeah, man.
From an ITR. So I rebuilt those and had a company close to me powder coat them and put them on, and had to modify it. You know, I had to get I think that's a Spoon rotor, or not a Spoon, it's a S2000 rotor. So I can make sure I get the right offset and get it working right.
Nice.
And then, I mean, that's pretty much as far as the tires, wheel and tires are going under there.
Cool. And suspension, I know you got a little upgraded too. What all you got going on there too?
Oh yeah, so I got the Tane suspension under there. I've got the Hotchkiss front and rear sway bars with end links. I've got the Progress rear bar.
Nice.
And then some Megan, what was it? I think they're camber
kits?
Camber kits in there.
Okay, sick.
And then, and then, you know, as you can see from the fender, the fender's not OEM.
Yeah, definitely different.
That is a Fels front fender from Japan.
Nice.
that I ordered during COVID and finally got. Because I wanted that wider front look.
Yeah, definitely widens it up a lot.
I wanted it to kind of look like, when I put it on, I wanted the tires and wheel package to kind of look like it was stock.
Yeah.
Kind of, stock-ish.
Yeah.
I didn't want nothing poking out because I ran that previously.
Yeah.
Where I had the T37s on there and they poked out a little bit. But now that I got the Volks CE28 SLs on there,
Yeah, no, it complements
I wanted to
well,
kind of
man.
square it up and flatten it up with the body.
It's real flush too, which looks real good. Almost stock, like you said, but just with that aggressive look to it.
Yes, sir. That's pretty much what I was looking for.
Yeah. Obviously, side skirts, A-spec, right?
A-spec side skirts.
Nice.
A-spec rear skirt.
Nice.
In the rear.
We got the big wing I see, Voltex, of course.
Oh yeah, so that wing. That was an interesting conversation that we had to have, because I wanted a wing that was wider than the Integra Type R wing from Voltex. And so that's an S2000 wing with a Integra Type R mounts.
Okay.
So it's a full custom wing for this car specifically.
Nice.
And that's the good thing about Voltex, is that you can customize it like that. You can get a wing from another car, but then tell them mount it. I want the mounts to mount up to this type of car.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty neat to be able to do that.
Nice.
So it gives me something to be unique, because at the time I couldn't find an ITR wing. So I was like, you know what? Let me do something different.
Yeah,
Everybody's got an ITR wing.
For sure.
Let me do a Voltex wing.
Yeah, man, looks super good. Very aggressive looking and kind of fits the car very well, to be honest.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Rear wiper delete, I see, of
Yes,
course.
sir.
Nice.
Yeah, that's from Password JDM before they went out of business.
Yeah.
In Cali
Yeah.
and stuff. So I got that.
I see the badging. I like that too, man. Type R with the Honda one, of course. Integra.
Yeah. So the badging is, I tried to mimic a JDM Type R badging
Yeah.
setup, but I also wanted it, since it's a left-hand drive, I wanted it to be more like the Canadian ones.
Yeah, exactly.
So the only thing I'm missing as far as Canadian is the rear tail lights, because the center is clear.
Yeah.
And then the
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I still got my USDM ones
Nice.
on there, but I'm not too worried about getting tail lights.
Nah, it looks sweet.
Yeah.
Exhaust setup, man. I see you got a big exhaust back here. HKS, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir. HKS
Nice.
2 3/4 inches all the way back from the header.
Nice. Okay, cool. Let's see if I could get a video of the progress here. Okay. Yeah, I see you did all that. Rear sway bar, of course, upgraded too.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like my cars to handle.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
You know?
being so little and, so compact, I guess, why not upgrade everything? And I mean, I'm sure you feel the difference, of course, compared to stock.
Yeah, there was a major difference when I put these on, because they're about 2 or 3 millimeters thicker in diameter
Yeah.
compared to the OEM. And believe it or not, that little bit of difference really makes it
Huge
a
improvement.
huge improvement, but you can really feel it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
It's
so-
always nice upgrading those little bits and pieces, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool, man. If you don't mind, open up the door, man, see what you got going on in the interior. I know you got a little bit of different stuff in there.
No, it's a little bit of OEM stock, man. It's just OEM.
Cool.
You know, just a little bit of OEM here and there.
Nice, man. Yeah, man, what all you got going on in here?
So we got the Civic Type R seats that I got from a guy that I saw online that he was selling them. So I figured I had to fabricate them and fabricate them to some slides so they can slide and everything. And
Awesome,
you know,
man.
so I got me a brand new pair of seats, because it's kind of hard to find the JDM ITR ones.
Yeah, no.
And plus I wanted something that was red to kind of go with the red and black theme. And
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
you know what? It says Type R. It's from a Type R. So
Yeah,
why not
yeah.
put the Type R seats?
They look sick, man. They look optional OEM to me.
Right. It's kind of that OEM plus, right?
Yeah.
That's something that Honda should have done,
Definitely.
you know. But other than that, you know, I got some carbon fiber pieces
Yeah.
that I did in here.
Nice.
You know, from hydro dipping them.
Yeah, it looks good. Nice.
Did that. I did the red door panel
Red door
inserts.
cards. Yeah, I remember you telling me those. Yeah.
So
Nice. That looks
did
sweet.
that. I did that myself. I did the was it the door seals where it says Integra Type
Oh,
R.
yeah.
Switched it from RSX to Type R.
Nice.
And then, you know, go to the shift knob. I got the hybrid racing, you know, shift boot with the ITR knob sitting on there.
Sick, man.
Try to keep it clean, but keep the theme of the black and red going that they kind of came with a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, got the Honda SRS bag sitting in there. Try to still keep that OEM plus going.
Yeah, that looks real good. Subtle details, man. A lot of them.
Yeah. And then since it's got the Bose system, I wanted something to be able to, you know, sound good and work good that's up to date for electronics.
Yeah.
So I went and got a nice head unit from
Yeah, I
Kenwood.
saw that. Looks real good.
So it has all the functions like you can have, like cars have nowadays.
All the Bluetooth and all that.
Yeah, it's great, man. Man, it's so much better than plugging in a cord and hoping it doesn't fall on the floor.
Yeah. It's a nice upgrade for
You
sure.
know, so-
Keeping it in modern day.
Yeah, so I wasn't trying to be, you know, back in the 1990s.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I've already been there once. I don't want to go back twice.
Right. Awesome.
You know, so yeah, just kind of keep it clean and plush.
Keep it simple and clean, man.
The back seat is stock. It's the stock leather seat. I haven't had a chance to find a cloth one for an ITR yet.
Okay.
That's within reason. That's in good. It's in good condition.
Hard to come by for sure on those.
Yeah. So I mean, I might go to the upholstery guy by my house and get him just to reupholster it to the same.
Make it look kind of the same. Yeah, nice.
To the same. I don't know. We'll see. It's not that big a deal because nobody sits there.
Right. No, for sure.
You know, it's a 4-seater car, but really only 2 people sit in it.
Yep.
So I'm not too pressed to really get that done. So yeah.
Awesome, man. Cool. If we could see where the magic's at, man, if you don't mind opening the hood. See what all you got going on in there. Yeah, man, it's super sweet though. Real nice and clean. I love it.
Man, I appreciate that.
Cool, man.
Put in a lot of work for this stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Everything done. I've done everything by hand myself.
Cool, man. What all you got going on here in the engine bay, man?
Not much. Still trying to keep that OEM plus. As you kind of look, you can see I still got the stock intake manifold and stuff. But I did go out and get the ITR valve cover, so I can get that red in there.
Nice, love that.
I did get the hybrid racing oil cover, just to kind of give it something a little bit different.
Keep it subtle but unique. Nice.
Got the, I did the power steering delete, so I got an EP3 power steering in here that I converted it to.
Nice.
That was really nice. That was fun to do. And then today, before I came out, I was able to put in that Mishimoto radiator with fans and then the new hoses, because it was all from 2006.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, they still lasted all these years.
Nice, man. That's good
But
technology.
I was like, you know what? I was like, I just want to upgrade because it's getting old.
Yeah.
You know, so I just ordered it. As a matter of fact, Mishimoto actually had a really good deal.
Oh, really? Okay.
Last week, it was like 2/3 off.
Nice.
So I was like, yeah, why not? Let's get it. So I did that. I do have the K-Tune bars going across
Yeah,
to help
I did
with
see that. Yeah.
help with the suspension and everything, and those actually work really great. It doesn't bottom out, doesn't hit the frame.
Nice.
You know, everything articulates good.
Yeah. I didn't notice headers back here. You said skunk too?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the little guys back there. So it's the alpha headers, skunk 2 alpha headers,
Nice.
which has no cat, so it's a race header.
Nice.
So that was very interesting to be able to try to do.
Yeah.
So and then the transmission has been rebuilt to OEM specs.
Nice. Okay.
Because I lost a gear some years back.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, let me just replace everything in here, OEM, and then replace the bearings and everything.
Nice.
And then I said, you know what?
Went ahead
I don't
and
want.
upgraded.
I upgraded that, but I upgraded and put a Quaife LSD in there.
Awesome. Hell yeah, man.
You know, I'm
That's
like,
the way-
you know, it takes a couple hours to crack that thing off the motor. So if I'm gonna do it once, let's do it right. You know.
Definitely a night and day difference after installing that, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh. Yes, it is.
Definitely highly recommended for all the RSX people, I'm sure, since they don't come, obviously, LSD, but
Yeah, I know it's crazy that they don't come LSD
Yeah.
anymore.
Crazy.
You know, I think I want to say the JDM ones have the LSD from Japan,
Yeah,
but the
only
US spec doesn't.
Right. Which is crazy that they left that out. I mean, definitely it's needed with this chassis, I would say so, but you know, definitely a highly recommendation. If anyone out there has an RSX, I would definitely recommend. I'm sure you would too, to put the LSD, but to truly lay down all the power, you know, that this thing has.
And trust me, it lays down all the power. You might be able to see it later if you want to take a ride.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm always game for that, you know.
Cool, man.
It's a 2-seater for a reason.
Of course, yeah, man.
So
here to enjoy and have fun, and definitely the VTEC, of course.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, but that's it. It's just still kind of OEM plus, but try to upgrade some things.
Yeah, nice.
You know,
looks super sweet, man.
It's got the EP3 pulley. Man, that was a crazy part. I had to figure out that too.
Yeah.
You know, some people online actually had that, but I actually went to Honda and got that.
Oh, okay.
So that's a OEM Honda piece.
Nice.
So other than that, it's pretty stock.
A lot of EP3, you told me, interchangeable, of course, with this particular chassis.
Yeah, EP3 and S2000s are interchangeable. A lot of their parts are interchangeable. That's why I got the rotors on here from an S2000.
Yeah.
Got the EP3 steering rack. EP3 center SRS bag on the steering wheel.
That's awesome.
You know, because trying to get the one that was that they say is for the Integra, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So why pay more for that one when I can go get this one for $50?
Yeah, no, that's true.
And it still works.
That's true. That's true. Why not? Save you some money.
Yes, sir. You know, these builds aren't cheap, you know.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Especially these older school ones, or even, you know, sort of new ones here for sure.
Right. And, you know, then the last thing you can see there, you can see those NRG hood dampers that are on there.
Yeah, I noticed those, man. Those are a big plus, I bet, too. I love it how you could just, you know, open it and it'll open up on its own. That's super cool to me every time I see that.
Yeah, you know, as I get older, it's kind of hard to always put that hood prop that hood prop, but then it wouldn't always prop it up as much as you wanted.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, man, how am I supposed to work on my car?
Yeah, and then you get scared if it's gonna hit you on the head or something, you know.
And then you're always trying to work around that little pole. I'm like, you know, I forget, I'm gonna get some hood dampers.
Nah, man, definitely a way to go for sure.
Yes, sir.
Cool, man. Truly a car, you know, off camera that I told you, and I'm sure a lot of people probably don't know, but truly a chassis that I particularly love, you know, and I hope to get one day. You know, these are starting to come a little harder to find, and honestly, like I told you, you know, off camera, I mean, I feel like they're not appreciated as much as they should be. You know, I feel like they haven't really got their boom to be an RSX, you know. Of course, everyone loves these Integras, you know, all the, you know, DC2s, if you call them DC4s, I believe are the names for them. But truly, these, I feel like, are still up on the rise, even though they've been out for a while, like you saying, the 06, not too long ago, but then again, it is nowadays.
Right.
But yeah, man, I definitely love this particular chassis, being a Type S, of course, the sought after one that people want. Definitely, you kept it up very, very well. You know, you being the second owner is incredible. To have it still in this state, truly one of a kind car, man. I definitely love one of these and can't wait to hopefully get one day in my life. But yeah, man, couple more questions, man, that I would love to ask.
Sure.
Any shout outs you want to give out there to the world, man?
Oh, man. If I would have known about that, I probably would have put a list together, because it's almost like, you know, getting a Grammy Award. Or like, I'd like to give a shout out to all these people that made this happen.
Yeah, man.
But you know, I think if I'm gonna kind of reel it back in a little bit, I think what I'd really like to say is that I'd like to give a shout out to my wife.
Nice. Okay.
She's the one that, you know, that doesn't really bug me. She knows I like to do cars, so she like, it's your thing, so kind of do your thing and enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you come home from a hard day at work.
Yeah.
You know, you want to go wrench on the car and just kind of chill, you know?
Yep.
And then, you know, and then my kids.
Nice.
You know, both my daughters, you know, they grown up with me doing imports and builds and stuff, and they got into imports. Nice. And so, you know, it's something I can share with my daughters, but also my wife.
Nice.
You know, because, you know, like I remember my wife and I, we took one of my DC2 that I had. We took it down to hot import nights back in Cali when we lived in Cali. Yeah. And she was loving the ride. Nice, man. You know, she's a passenger princess. That's awesome. You know, so I give the shout out to the family, you know, for the support, the love. For sure. And then, you know, everybody else that's out there that's always giving support and love for it too. Nice, hell yeah, man. Yeah. That's what's up. Cool, man. One last question. I ask everyone, very good question, I would say, and, you know, kind of hard to elaborate on it, but is this the end of the build, man? Is this what you're content with right here, or are we expected to see more in the future? Man, that's a good question. You know, I'm still tossing up the idea if I'm gonna keep it. Really? Oh, yes. Wow, okay. You know, I just replaced the parts today. I replaced stuff as it needs it. Yeah. You know, because I want to keep it up to that level. You know, so if I do sell it, that somebody be really happy with the build. Definitely. And could actually see the value that it holds still with the build. Yeah. But right now that's still out for debate. That's just kind of where I'm sitting at. But as far as doing anything else, oh yeah. You know, I've thought about you know, opening the motor and just, you know, refreshing it, because it does have about 265,000 miles on it. Oh wow, okay, damn. And nice. I've only done the minor maintenance that it requires per Honda. Yeah. You know, valve adjustments, you know, replacing, you know, certain sensors and filters. But still super gaskets. Reliable with all that, and no problems, right? Nice. You know, I'm not that guy. I don't beat it up. Yeah. I mean, I've banged the gears a couple times like everybody else. Yeah. But, you know, but most of the time it's just cruising. So I think the motor is probably the last thing, or the next thing I would do.
To dive into that and see what's going on in there.
Yeah, other than that, there's not much. It does need a paint job because that's all OEM paint.
Yeah.
Except for the aftermarket fenders. They do match, but you know, the car does have some flaws on the outside, being 18 years old.
Yeah.
So I think the first thing I'd like to do, because the motor still runs strong.
Yeah.
First thing I was wanting to do was do the paint job and kind of give it that polished look.
Yeah.
And you know, because you can see the driver mirror, you can see some of the paint missing.
Yeah.
You know, there's just a few things here and there, but I just want to bring it back.
Yeah, give it a nice refresh.
I'd kind of say those would be the only two things that really needs. Other than that, it's just normal maintenance, replacing bushings or whatever. You know.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know, ball joints. You know, hub bearings.
Not much to it, man. I mean, you've done quite a bit already. I mean, it's already in a good point that it is.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just little stuff, you know, little cosmetic stuff, like you said, but.
Right, because most of the maintenance for the time I had it before I did the build, like I've replaced all the hub bearings.
Nice.
I've replaced all the ball joints, all the lower control arm bushings.
Yeah, yeah.
I've replaced, you know, motor mounts. So I've done a lot of the OEM replacement stuff.
Yeah.
To keep it going.
Yeah, yeah.
And stuff, and so. You know, because at one time it was the daily driver, so I needed to keep it running.
Yeah, keep it nice and strong and healthy.
And so I did all that. So all that's done. So there's really not much left. You know, unless somebody could come up with something. I'm always good for ideas.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's true. Come up with a new invention or something.
Yeah, because, you know, I've looked at the wide body kits that, you know, that bolt on to the fenders.
Yeah.
I kind of like them.
Yeah.
But I kind of don't.
Still 50-50 on them?
Yeah. Yeah, the jury's still out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, so... But other than that, I think that's probably about all I'd like to do right now is just do the paint, and then if it needed, or if I wanted to, do the engine.
Okay.
You know, just to kind of refresh it, but then maybe bring it up to from about 200 to 300
horsepower.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that'll be plenty.
I'm always fair for a little bit more, you know, horsepower and torque.
Yeah,
you know,
a little more smiles per gallon.
I mean, trust me. This thing will put smiles on your face already, but that 300 will really put some smiles.
I wouldn't doubt it, for sure, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Cool, man. Yeah, man, I want to say thank you for being on the channel, man. Episode 8 here with the RSX. First time doing the RSX, man. And thank you, man, for being here and, you know, showing off your build to the world. Truly one of a kind, like you mentioned, the RSX. And I'm super happy for it to be the first one on the channel. And yeah, man, thank you once again. You know, I'll probably close it out here. We'll get some, you know, rolling shots and, you know, we'll show off the exhaust a little bit, hear how it sounds. But truly thankful for you, man, for being on the channel. And, you know, I'll close it out here. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
See, get my old butt down in here. Ready?
Yeah. Nice. Hell yeah. Oh wow, man. Wants to get away for a little bit. Yeah, man.
That LSD is no joke.
Yeah. You could definitely feel it. Nice.
You can smell it too.
Yeah. It's definitely sick. Yeah, man. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. The VTEC sounds good too with the exhaust and the headers for sure.
Yes, sir.
QB Chase.